Yeah, beer.
Yeah,
Action movies.
Yeah, I like beer.
Yeah. Okay. Now can we have a nice, calm discussion?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, The Raid.
Yeah.
Directed by Kenneth Branagh. The Raid is an Indonesian action film about a SWAT team that fights their way up through a 15-story apartment complex to take out a ruthless drug lord. I'm a huge fan of this movie. Got this thing, I don't know. It's like a soundtrack or something. Anyway.
Probably has music on it.
I think it has the music on it. I think it just has all the sound effects from the movie. Just
Yes.
on 2 vinyl discs.
Mm-hmm. They just took all the Foley work and put it on that.
Vinyl discs. That's what they call them, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. So, Alex, why is this movie so great?
Oh my gosh, it's so incredible. It's just non-stop action. It's like the best action though.
Pretty much. One of the best things about this movie is the way that it's structured. It's incredibly simple in its plot. It's an action film in the line of movies like Die Hard and Speed and all those types of movies where it's a contained space action film with a simple, straightforward plot. It pretty much takes place in real time, actually. It doesn't get lost in being complicated or trying to be a really interesting story because that's already built into the way the film is made. Even from the very beginning, the introduction to the main character, you just know from the first couple of shots, he's a new dad with a wife that he loves very much, and he's just going to get a job done.
Yeah.
It's simple, but not stupid.
Yes. Yeah, it knows it's an action film. It doesn't try to move much further past that, but it just does that really well.
It's an Indonesian action film, but it's directed by a Welsh director, Gareth Evans. And this guy, watching some of the documentaries, it sounds like he's lived for a good amount of time in Indonesia. Okay. And he's learned about a style of martial arts. I don't remember what it's called, like pancake or silat or something like that.
I was always more interested to combine lots of different martial arts styles into this film. I didn't want to have it just silat versus silat all the time.
I don't know. I should have done more research before we started talking about it, if I was going to bring it up. But anyways, it's a very intimate sort of fighting where the two people are just at very close quarters. There's a lot of movement. You're moving around really quickly.
Yeah.
That works great for this movie because the whole movie is set in a contained space, these hallways.
Yeah, they don't really have much room to move around in. It's like it's just in hallways, it's just in small rooms. So they're fighting very close to each other. Even with like machetes, knives, and guns, they all have to work within that space.
People get f***ed up in this movie.
They do, yeah, in all like the worst ways. There's
been a thing going on where a lot of the movies like to move the camera around a lot, because in American action movies, you have actors who don't know how to fight. Movies like The Raid, though, they actually cast actual martial artists who knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And it shows because
Absolutely.
damned if I know how they shot so many of those stunts, because it looks like people are actually getting their backs broken by being flipped over tables and stuff.
Yeah, it really does. Props to all the stuntmen, all the extras in the film, because it really looks like they're getting beat to shit.
If you have people who know how to fight, let them fight.
Let them fight.
The film is extremely intense. One of my favorite scenes in the movie is when they're hiding in a wall, and this bug-eyed guy, what the hell is wrong with him, by the way?
He's just like, his eyes are ready to pop out of his sockets.
But he's stabbing into the wall because he suspects that people are hiding in the wall.
Yeah.
And he's, machete, and he sticks it in the wall at one point, and it slices into the main character's face.
The crazy part about that after that is the guy with the machete gets distracted, and so he leaves the machete in the wall.
There are multiple things that factor into making the scene so intense. One is, as we've already established, you care about the main character a hell of a lot. Another thing that makes it really intense, and this is a trick that multiple films use really well, is giving the audience information that the characters don't. We know that the main characters are hiding in this wall space, but the villain doesn't know that they're in there. So the fact that he keeps on going in with the machete, gets closer and closer, you have no idea. Is he going to stop before he gets to them? Is he going to just skewer them? What's going to happen here? You're on the edge of your seats. And then finally is they hold on moments. For instance, when the guy sticks the machete in there, like you said, it stays in the guy's face.
Yeah.
And when he moves away, you're just waiting for that moment. You say, all he needs to do is just pull it out.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know the people are in there. He just decides to stick it in there on a whim. And he just holds on it and holds on it, and you don't have that release of, oh gosh, until after he pulls the machete out.
You're always wondering, in every fight scene, you're always gonna be wondering who's gonna come out on top. Like, is this the fight scene where this character dies? Or is he gonna get through all these 5 guys with knives?
5 guys with knives. I'm thinking like Knives, actually, from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Knives Chow, yeah.
The film does slow down from time to time.
And I think that pacing is what makes the movie great. Because you're saying, if it was just one long action sequence, I think we would get bored of the action. By allowing us to kind of like take a break and kind of think about what, all that action that's already taken place, and allow some of the characters, some exposition, the plot to progress, as you pointed out, we can kind of take a break and then gear up for the next scene.
Yeah, because you want that next scene to come.
Oh man, yeah, you do.
It's one of the most well-done action films I think we've had in the last 10 years. I've said it once, I've said it again. Foreign action films tend to be a lot better done than American action films. In general, it's not always true, but it's always, at the very least, it's interesting to see a different style of action to what we're used to.
Yeah, because we're used to guns, shoot 'em up, blow 'em up kind of action. Now this is, real hand-to-hand fighting.
Yeah, and it's good filmmaking.
Yeah, on top of that, exactly, yeah.
It would be a great way to finish off this episode for just such a kick-ass action film as this, with a fight scene.
I kind of got a bone to pick with you. Okay. Now you, Joe, there's no one behind you. It's just you.
Yeah.
Okay, if you take a look at the previous episodes, you can look too. But all the previous episodes, how many times have I died? How many times has something bad happened to me? Because, I mean, in the time when, Evil Dead, I died. When Nick came, I died. Then you freaking resurrected me, so I'm pretty much like I'm considered like a zombie now. No.
Shut up.
No, you can listen. After that, you bring me back just send me off to Zanzibar. And like, honestly, that may be the best thing you've done for me. But then you had to bring me back here.
I don't need to sit here and take this from you. Get your hand out.
Dude, no.
I would like to apologize, folks, for Alex and his behavior here at Film Illiterates, because he clearly doesn't.
No, Joe. Okay, this is my time now. It ends here. I drink your beer.
You asshole!